Sundays for the men. Got Sundays for the men. Sundays for the men. Got Sundays for the men. We're talking Sundays for the men. Got Sundays for the men. On Sundays for the men. Sundays for the men. Got Sundays for the men. Roxbury softball. Got Sundays for the men. On Sundays for the men. Sundays for the men. Got Sundays for the men. Sundays for the men.
And we are back. Sundays are for the men, live from the Mayor's Committee of Roxbury. Smack in the middle of summer, not really, in the beginning of summer. June 28th, 2019. Lots to catch up on, and we're going to get you there. You got Ricky Diffendale here. To my left, we'll go with the regulars here. We have, actually, you know what? Fuck him. He's here. Special guest from the Goons. The ban is lifted. AJ Harrison. He's in the house.
Yo. I want to take a minute to thank all the Mayor's bartenders. I got stuck back there for 3.5 seconds. My head was fucking spinning. These old guys are crazy.
What? You calling me old? Calling Anthony old?
No,
yeah.
I'm calling all those guys patrons of the bar.
Speaking of Anthony, we have former mayor of Roxbury, Anthony Alaco.
Yep.
Camel toe himself.
CT.
Uncle Camel Toe.
Uncle Camel Toe. We got Zack Morano of the Phlegm, who's become a regular. We have commissioner of the league, Alex Diffendale, standing behind us.
Birthday boy. And it's his birthday.
Birthday boy. We'll get to that later. We have Big Daddy Greg Gentile.
How you doing?
You call that a dick?
We have from the Phlegm, Brian Bauman, Baumtown basketball.
How's everybody doing?
Everybody's great. We have former mayor of Roxbury, Mr. Sean Baggs Rudolph.
And as always, I'd like to remind everybody that Bob Fred has full-blown AIDS and Trotter's got a light switch cock.
And, of course, we have Billy Trotter himself on the ones and the twos.
Hi, everyone.
Bill, how was your week?
Wonderful.
Are you sure?
No.
Why don't you? I would like for you to elaborate. I feel like you have to get it off your chest. Elaborate.
There's
what
no-
the hell goes on?
There's nothing to get off my chest.
That
Co-op's
co-op
very
office.
stressful. Very
No,
stressful.
no.
He forgot
I-
to put the rag on this morning. That's what happened.
Oh.
I mean, you don't have to go after him. I'm going to go after him enough on the podcast. You're going to go after him right away?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Okay.
It'd be weird if you didn't. No,
So we're all here hanging out.
He needs to go up a size. That's all right.
From a medium to an
Needs the extra
large.
absorbent.
Bill, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start that.
He's got a heavy flow and a wide set
Heavy
vagina.
flow. Heavy flow Trotter.
Okay. So let's get into the week that was in Roxbury softball, because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. What are you throwing at me? Is this a note? There's nothing written on it. Okay. So let's go back to last Sunday, if we can. The 10 a.m. game, Sharks Castaways. Final score, Sharks 9, Castaways 6. So a good game. Anthony, I usually like to go to you first for these Castaway games, as you are their president of baseball operations, softball operations. So tell us about that game.
Uncle Bob showed up late, so we had Pino at third, and he made a couple errors. And Sharks were hitting a little bit. We played them tough, but we just fell up short. We just fell short. It wasn't a bad game, though.
We're also joined by Egghead, and he thinks we're jerk-offs. So it's always nice to see him here.
Well, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Eggy,
Hello,
say
Richard.
hello to the people.
Hello, Richard.
Just me, okay. So you fell short. Are you ready to put the entire blame of that game on Joe Pino's shoulders?
No, no.
I think you should.
We didn't hit. We didn't hit well enough. Craig was pitching well. Obviously, he always does. But
He's good.
yeah, we
He's good.
we felt we didn't have it Sunday. We just didn't have it.
So the Sharks remain undefeated Sunday morning, 9-6 final, and the Castaways had a double dip.
Trotter, you have any thoughts?
Billy, did you play in that game?
Did I play in that game?
You did for a little bit.
I did for a bit.
I did too. I caught 2 innings.
Double A fell over
Yes,
him.
that's right.
I mean, almost made a diving catch.
Yeah, with a bare hand, right?
That's
yeah.
right.
You know, you got a glove on.
Yeah, but you know I don't know how to use it.
Nah, it was a tough fall game, and we didn't hit.
You
when
didn't win.
We didn't hit when we needed, so we didn't win.
But you had a chance to salvage the day at the 11:30 game. Bakers Castaways, you guys got them earlier in the year, but last Sunday. And Greg, I think you want to jump in. Tell us what Randy did last Sunday against you guys.
Randy robbed a home run from Uncle Bob and James Caffrey.
Two
So,
home runs.
2 robbed home runs. Were there
And-
men on base?
I think for Caffrey's, I think it was
I think
a
there
bit of
was
a 3-run
one.
shot.
Yeah, it would have been a 3-run home run.
So, I mean, Randy's a pretty solid left fielder. Made that crazy play last opening day running into the fence.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
So the Bakers got you in that sense. So you split with the Bakers this season. Bakers win that game 7-4.
And the tiebreaker is even now because we both won 7-4. So
What
That's
is
kinda-
we should ask the commissioner what the next step there is.
I think it's run differential.
Where's the biggest hammer?
You know what? You're right.
Definitely not our team.
The captains?
Okay. Anyway,
We arm wrestle.
so the
We might win
Castaways
that.
drop a deuce
Yeah,
last
we dropped
Sunday.
the deuce. AJ, what do you think? Look like the Young Guns, right?
It's Fay-J.
What do you
What do I
think about
think
the
about
Castaways? So I think you told me on
He's over there
Wednesday,
looking at pornos on his phone. He's not even paying attention to the
AJ,
podcast.
that the
ranking my war movies.
that the Castaways were pulling a Young Guns by starting the season off 4-1 and then losing like 4 in a row.
The Castaways of the Young Guns, part 2.
Part due,
Part 2.
hot shots, part due.
Hard shots.
Okay, take the mic away from him now.
Yeah, do it.
The
Hopefully you get AIDS like Charlie
the
Sheen.
1 o'clock game last Sunday ended up being the game of the week. Bush Leaguers at Corp. The Corp squeak one out. Al, you want to chime in on this one? I mean, you guys were that was a precarious game. 2-1 final. The Corp got the victory. You want to say anything about it?
No.
All right. So
Grind it out.
Fast game, by the
It was
way.
almost a fight.
right, we had a moment here. I tried to get Jerry O'Donnell on record, like I tried to record a conversation. He nixed that, but I did talk to him, and
What are you, a journalist?
well, I'm trying to get more content for the show, Billy. I'm committed to the show, so don't come after me. Anyway, talked to God after the game. He basically said the kid mouthed off to him, and he said he would have been fine with it if he knew who the kid was, but he had no idea who he was, and apparently the kid called him like fuckhead or something, and God took exception. That's where he shoved him, and then cooler heads prevailed. But we were close to having a little melee. That would have been fun.
I take God in that fight.
It's
100
always
times.
fun on the outside looking
Definitely
in.
take God in that fight.
And you know that if it was Jerry, Alex would have been out there
Who did he
cracking
fight?
skulls.
Who did he fight?
I wish I could tell you. I don't know anybody that plays for the Bush Leaguers. Okay, I know Bergie. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's usually a nice kid, too.
Most of the people that I...
What was the cause of the fight? Potential fight.
Were you just not paying attention?
No, nor was I there.
Someone on the Bush Leaguers
You have
said
a
something to the
headphone
effect of, don't swing your dicks till after the game. And then God said, we like to swing them both during and after the game. And then God got called a fuckhead, and then the shove ensued. And then, like I said, cooler heads prevailed.
Plus liquor.
I
But-
did not see a shove. My back was turned.
But
so I
why
cannot
male
rule on the
models?
shove.
Are you serious? Anyway, Corp win that game 2-1. A little bit of a nail biter for them. What's that?
Fight Club?
8 innings, right?
No, I don't think
8
so.
innings.
Oh, what
Regulation.
was that? No, it was bottom 7 or bottom 8. You guys won that game.
Bottom 7.
All right, so in regulation, Bauman.
Misinformation,
Why don't you check your
sorry.
fucking facts?
Bush Leaguers always play the Corp tough.
And Coulson.
Right, Michael
Multiple
Carlson
people
with the
told me 8
walk-off
innings.
sack fly. Jerry Robin pulling all the right strings, taking Alex out, putting Carlson in, and Corp win 2-1, barely. And then the 2:30 game was an interesting one because a lot of people sitting at this table, and especially Greg, the prick,
And me.
directly across me. But Greg predicted a mercy
That's sad.
in favor of the Phlegm.
I'm going to predict it next time, too.
Yeah, but you're going to be wrong the next time as well.
You know what? Everyone's
Flem
wrong.
let me down.
So everyone picked the Phlegm. Bags, you didn't pick the Phlegm, did you? No. So Bags and I picked our team, the Goons. And we don't usually pick the Goons. You know I never pick the Goons.
You always pick the Goons.
You pick the Goons every time, but
I
twice.
never pick the Goons.
You
You're a
literally
liar.
pick the Goons every week.
Maybe to cover.
I usually pick the Goons.
Maybe to cover.
Covering's all that matters.
So Kyle Clifford wasn't there, but I don't think it would have mattered. We got up big early.
It would have mattered a little bit.
It might have mattered a little, but the final score was 16-4 Goons. So everyone at this table that was picking the Phlegm, shut the fuck up and recognize.
Hey, Rick, what's
Can
your
you
run
talk to the
differential?
Phlegm that are here and see what happened?
Our run differential is abysmal.
Because I didn't get to watch the game because I had to work.
So, Brian, what happened in that game for the Phlegm? Because you guys were coming in as hot as the Phlegm could be.
The favorites.
Everybody was on your dick. So what happened?
I didn't know any of that. I know everybody was on
You were
my-
the favorites.
In terms of push?
They were the heavy favorites.
No.
2.5 points.
Bad.
You were
You-
2.5
yeah.
run favorites.
All right. I didn't know
on the
any of
spread.
this.
Okay.
Well, you should listen to the
We
podcast.
weren't really hitting.
Fair.
Genuinely, the Goons got a lot of solid hits. You know.
Yeah, we did.
You guys were just hitting them when we weren't. I'll be honest. You guys
also dropped a lot of fly balls.
and so you guys
It
had,
was
you
like
guys
2
had
or 3.
16 runs. You guys probably had
Juice caught a
16
ball
hits.
and then threw it over the fence.
Yeah,
basically.
Juice threw the ball the opposite way towards State Road.
It's good good
That
form
one
though.
play.
It's good form.
Oh, it was a great throw.
Great.
Just the wrong way.
He dove. Juice, like, it was like a half dive. He scooped the ball and then he just threw it 40 feet over.
All I
his
gotta
head.
say is someone missed a fly ball in the first inning, and the bleeding just continued on from there. Just
Yeah. Yeah. Bags?
And Bags turned back the clock, went 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. Just want to point that out.
Yeah, Bags doesn't play around. Ever. Billy.
Isn't he playing when he plays softball?
No passive aggressiveness here, Zach.
Yeah, but he's not. But he's not playing
We're
around.
on the same team here.
Anyway, I do want to say
We lost by 12 runs.
also hats off to Justin Sheridan. We made a bet. The loser had to wear a Bill de Blasio 2020 shirt to the Sugar Bowl, and Justin made good on it and wore the shirt to the bowl. So hats off
He
to
did
him.
indeed wear it all night.
Yeah, but he had the jersey open.
He was wearing it. He had it open down the.
It was visible at the bowl.
Right. So good for
Very
him. Because I would
visible.
have done it too if we would have lost.
Billy Trotter owns that shirt. Fun fact.
Oh, Billy Schroeder has the printing press and he's making those shirts.
He has a
He's
medium,
selling them right
actually.
now on State Road.
He has the rights to those shirts.
I'd rather shoot my brains out than never own that shirt.
Billy.
Okay. So the Goons win their first win of the season, 16-4, a healthy drubbing.
And now El Cheapo
And
has the lead on me.
Fuck you
My
guys.
bet's looking pretty good.
You still owe me $20.
Yeah, fact.
Good luck with getting that. Good luck getting that.
So
From
you know what? At the end of the season, when we have a better record than the Phlegm, give me 80.
There's a lot of people at this table that owe a lot of people money.
Double A, you'll be all right.
Yeah, Ricky owes me 30.
You'll be all right,
so.
Dubs.
You're going to win the second one.
You owe me a lot of money
You
for
just
them
got to tie
nakeds.
them in wins and I win. You don't got to have more wins. You just
It's not
going to
happen,
the next
though.
time.
Because they're not going to.
I
Anyway,
bet on the Phlegm. I put coin on the Phlegm this year.
that brings us to last Monday and the 8 o'clock game at the Corp and the Bockers. I was not around for these games, but I do know that the Corp won 8-1. Anyone have anything to say about that game?
Well, Alex was there. Why don't we ask him?
Al had a good day at the plate. I think you had 2 or 3 hits, if I'm not mistaken.
It's about
he had a
goddamn
good-
time.
And the Corp in general just got the bats going.
By Al's,
Corp
Al had
Bockers.
2 hits. You mean he slapped the ball over the second baseman's head twice? Or did he
First of all,
he
AJ,
manned up.
what's
Something-
wrong with that?
No, I'm just saying. He never.
It's a hit.
He
a hit.
never swung the bat like a man when he played for the Young Guns.
I just needed the proper training.
I wanna
You got to
hit
go
it
to
to right
You go to
field
the
all
batting
the time.
cage once in a while with somebody that could actually hit. Man, you learn how to hit a little bit.
Batting cage. This
I
is
went
softball.
I went to the batting cage once without too.
That's what I was talking about. I went with someone with a hit. Greg.
He didn't hit the other night.
No, you didn't. We'll talk about that
I hit
later.
the ball in the air.
We hit Carvel on the way back.
Corp 8,
And Greg
Bockers
hit it
1
on the way there.
on Monday, and then also on Monday it was Shockers Bush Leaguers, a close game. But the
Yes.
Bush League was that the Bush Leaguers' first win of the year?
Correct.
The Bush Leaguers win at 6-4 over the Shockers, and the Shockers covered.
Shockers did cover. We didn't know Shane was pitching. I didn't know Shane was pitching.
that
when
would've
I made
changed
that.
things for
That
you?
would have changed that spread, absolutely. Shane's a good pitcher.
I'll change your spread.
You
We'll
could.
get into that next on Wednesday.
We
night.
should get into that now.
Well, we will, but no.
This game.
What do we get into?
Shane's a good pitcher.
I think he's a very good
And he
pitcher.
changes that team. He makes them a tougher team.
He gets the ball up in the air where it needs to be.
And he throws strikes. And he doesn't walk the freaking bases around like Steve from the road. No
now,
offense.
again, are you prepared to
That
take
sounds
credit
offensive.
for Shane Gresser's pitching prowess as he cut his teeth with the phlegm?
No, I'm not going to take credit for that. But he did pitch a game for us, and I think we beat the Sharks when he pitched.
But it was Father's Day. So.
That's Father's Day. So
And
that's a
Justin
fluke.
was supposed to pitch that game, and he's still mad at me to this day about it, I think. But we did win against the Sharks, so I think I made the right move.
Father's Day miracle.
The Father's Day miracle.
It's the Father's Day massacre.
Wah.
I like them both. Yeah, Bags.
That was a hell of a win.
I don't know why Bags decided to rickroll us right in the middle of this podcast.
Are the Shockers a
Why
little
is everyone
turbulent
so
in terms
loud?
of picking a starting pitcher? Is it back and forth?
I think Shane's taking over the
Yeah, I
reins.
don't know.
Is
I
it
heard
like-
Steve from the road still practices though. He goes to he gets a bucket and he goes to the field and throws.
Here's what we'll do. We'll
balls.
get one of the Shockers on, and we'll get it from the
Has
horse's
Shane
mouth.
started all 5 games?
No,
that
he
he's
started
played,
two.
or-
He started
No,
the last
Steve
2.
from the road beat the Goons on opening day.
Okay.
Goons.
Yeah, that's not. That's nothing to write home about.
A win's a win, AJ.
True.
All right. Steve from the road, but Shane's a good pitcher. Shane's really good.
I think so too.
He pitched well. He had 5 strikeouts against us the other night.
Again, nothing to write home about.
Did Trotter struck out?
You know we're
I
winning.
struck out against Shane.
O'Shea struck out.
Yeah, you go tell Johnny
There's a
that
fucking
you struck
surprise.
Out. You struck
Michael
out Charles
okay?
already, yeah.
Mike, okay.
Perone struck out twice.
You know what? We're 5-3, so settle down. Winning record.
I'm settled.
Settle.
I'm settled. I'll also punch you in the face. I have no qualms
and
about
I'll take it.
And then I'll slap Zack across his mouth.
And then I'll whip my penis out. Do it. And I'll
I'm
put
gonna
it back
do it
in
right
my
there.
pants.
When this podcast ends, you're getting slapped.
Everyone had one beer and they're all just angry.
Yes. Well, that's what we're trying to do. We're gonna try to get charged up. What? No.
But I'll take it next.
All right, pass it around.
No, it's at home. 'cause I'm
Sundays
a
for the Men is brought to you by Jewel, as always, and
AJ,
Fleshlight.
where are you?
And Bumble.
Come home.
AJ's getting texts.
Man.
From who?
You have 5 kids. Come save them.
You've been out for 12 minutes. Come and check in with me.
You do not need to be at the
Christine, that was
Mayor's
AJ.
2 hours before your game.
I
Okay.
just want to say that I didn't say any of that.
Age.
No,
Congrats on the
she
5th
doesn't
kid.
listen, but if for some reason she does,
We didn't listen.
I didn't say any of that.
Okay.
He totally did.
That brings us to Wednesday's games. The 8 o'clock game had the Bush Leaguers and the Goons, and the Goons were in it for a while. It was 4-1 for most of the game, and then a couple home runs. Petronas had a big night at the plate.
2 home runs.
Kyle hit a ball to right center field. Our right fielder, Eric Boschel, did not move a muscle, causing
A ball that he could have just taken 3 steps to his right.
causing
Boy.
Ross to have to run over from right center to get it from the fence. Kyle scored, and that blew the game open. The Bush Leaguers get their second win of the season, 9-1. But the Goons
Cover the spread.
covered, baby.
3 in a row.
And then the Shockers put up a donut against the Castaways at 9:30, 4-0 Castaways. The Shockers did not cover, and that made me angry because that broke my streak
That
of
was actually
7
a pretty
in a
good
row.
game.
It was a good game.
It was a good game,
was
but
a good
were the
game.
Shockers boxed at that game?
With a caveat.
The Shockers were
they
also
were missing some
strapped.
guys.
What's the caveat?
Yeah, whoa,
The
whoa, whoa.
caveat is half of their squad was playing their Breezy
Right,
team's
and the
game
squad that
at
was there was
9:30
loaded.
in Breezy.
All right, and we were missing half
So
of our
they
team.
chose to field a average team in Roxbury and Breezy at 9:30 at the same time.
I don't.
Easy, Shawnee.
That
Instead
team
of
on the field would've
forfeiting
beat
one
the,
of them.
Goons, no doubt about it.
Who will?
The team the Shockers put out the other night.
No, we would have beat them.
You're wrong.
You're
Yeah,
right.
but you know
Yo,
what?
but
probably
they
right.
thought, I was talking to them that day, they thought they were going to get drubbed. They thought they were going to get smoked. They thought they were definitely going to lose to the
Right,
Castaways.
but not with Shane pitching.
But they lost 4-0.
Yeah, well, Shane pitched well, and we were missing a good amount of guys. Trotter and Greg both played that game.
Yo, Billy Snaggs returned
If
that
they
night.
rescheduled their Breezy game, you never know.
Billy Snaggs made a comeback that night, Bill. How do you feel?
I feel great.
You know what?
You
A
look like
win
shit.
is a win. You play who's on the field.
Here's a question.
Correct.
Whose socks are worse? My mismatching socks or Billy's tube socks?
Yes.
Ricky's are the
No, let's take a vote. AJ, which socks are worse?
Which sock has more coming than Billy's two socks?
No. I,
that one's up for
No, no, no. I
have
didn't
a-
want.
I
I
have
didn't.
a-
I
have a
wanted a
special
question that
fan
we
for
could
that.
debate. That's obviously Billy.
Yeah, Billy's tube socks they're like crunchy. When he runs, you can hear it.
But let me ask you this: whose socks are worse, my mismatched socks or Billy's tube socks?
I prefer Billy's tube socks. It's a throwback.
Go,
Billy's tube socks.
Zach,
Ricky's socks are just terrible.
Greg,
I hate Ricky socks.
Bauman.
I don't recognize socks. I
That's
don't know what's
bullshit,
going on
and
here.
that's a
no,
liberal
no,
answer.
No, have an opinion.
I'm not looking at you guys' feet.
Okay, go, Bags.
Billy's is worse than Ricky's, but AJ Harrison has the worst one sock in the league.
That's a medical thing.
That's a write-in vote.
Keeps his leg from
Not a
Billy,
homage
what-
to
Billy,
Mr.
what do you
Deeds or
think?
anything.
I'm trying not
I
to
think
rupture
mine
a
are
vein
better,
in the
I
obviously.
middle
think
of
mine
a
are
fucking
better.
game.
Well, yeah. I think I won on the votes, though.
Anyway, fuck you.
You still have cum in your socks, Billy.
I have
Anywho.
one special sock for that.
Yes. Anywho, AJ.
bag of chips in his cleats.
AJ. Oh my God. Anyway, AJ, you're joining us tonight as a special guest. When we bring guests on, we like them to have their power rankings for the league 9 through 1. So why don't you throw that out at us off the cuff?
All right, so
Sounds like Jerry Robin.
That was the
Hey, it's
Rockcast.
Pride Month.
Sounds like Jerry Robin.
all right, so I'm gonna go now that hopefully we showed that there's no debate. The Phlegm are the worst team in the league.
Wrong.
Relax,
By far.
Relax. Still June.
Don't fucking relax. You just got drubbed 16-4.
We played only 4 games. We got 12 games left,
Yeah, but we
baby.
kicked your
We're gonna
fucking
go
ass.
You can't go 12-4 without going 0-4 first.
By the way, none of us are going 12-4.
You sound like a Jet fan.
Let's go Giants.
All right, so AJ puts the Phlegm in the bottom.
Yeah, Phlegm 9, not even a question. Us 8, unfortunately, also not a question.
This is where it gets hairy.
You know, we'll go Shockers 7. I'm gonna go Bockers 6.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm gonna go on my future. The futures here. Roxbury Softball Futures, I'm going Castaways 6.
Bushleaguers have 1 win.
Hold on.
Wow.
Am I missing a team?
No, you just put the Bakers at
you just
6,
said
you
Bakers,
moron.
so-
Oh, I put the Bakers at 6. Okay. All right. I'm doing this off the cuff. I don't have any notes.
Leave him alone.
All right. So Bakers 6, Castaways 5, Bushleaguers 4. I'm going to go Sharks 3 on this, even though they've shown that they're
Sharks.
The Sharks. The Sharps.
You gotta
have
drop
the
a hard
Sharks going
K.
three.
Listen,
The
here's
Black Magic Sharpies.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. All right, so Sharks 3. I'm going to go
Here's the big
Bombers
one.
at 2, just because you never know who's going to show up for them, and Corp 1.
There it is. Corp at 1.
When was the
So
last
that's-
time the Corp won?
A long time ago.
But
The
they've been
galaxy far, far away.
But they finished first a bunch of times. This is regular season power rankings, Bauman.
Carry on.
Would you like to make your power rankings? You're a guest tonight.
He hasn't put the phlegm first.
Here's
He's not doing
Bauman's power rankings.
Should I go bottom to
Bottom
top?
to top, but don't do
Go.
anything stupid.
Power bottom.
I'll be serious. I'll be serious. So obviously, I'll put Goons on the bottom.
Oh my god! Unfucking believable.
There's
Hey,
a fucking surprise.
He's betting on his team.
16 to 4.
I'll do Flem 8th, Bakers 7th, Shockers 6th, Bushleaguers 5th, Castaways 4th,
It's a lot of love
Bombers
for the
3rd,
Castaways.
Corp 2nd, Sharks 1st.
Oh boy, shaking it
Shots
up.
fired.
You know what? I kind of like
It's a
it.
shaky
shaking it
season.
up.
Who knows?
I like it, but the Sharks just don't score enough runs for me.
5 and 0.
They don't.
5
they play
and
defense
0.
and they pitch. Craig pitches the shit out of the ball. They play
Defense
great
wins
defense,
championships.
but they
5 and
can't. They can't hit with the Corp and the Bombers.
I don't think. You know what? I can't fight you on it, Bauman.
Hey,
Except for your 9 and 8 would have to swap. Come on.
hey,
You're
it's
wrong.
still a lot of season.
We
Anyway,
proved it on the field.
Love you, Rick.
I love you too.
There's a lot of season left.
All right, Billy, we're gonna bring you in here. Ready? If Bags will stop playing sounds.
I can shut it. I can shut him off, but then he like starts hitting me.
Yes,
It's
he will
annoying.
hit you and poke you. No. He's
it's
he's
like-
playing absolutely random things.
Just to play random things, and I'm trying to get it so that we can
So,
still hear
Bill,
people.
let's get into our little contest. Again,
All
dinner
right.
on the line for the winner. It's a free dinner. Picking the spreads.
I suck.
Give us from the bottom to the
do
top.
I.
Who
I make a
leads
mean line, though.
At this point, June 28th, 2019, before we make our picks for tonight and Sunday, who is in the lead? But first, who's at the bottom?
Zach is at the bottom with 2 wins, but he's missed a lot of picks.
Okay.
All right, well, you're out.
Still atrocious.
No one messaged me and be like, hey, what's your pick?
Man, I'm out of the loop.
You're in the
Do
group
you-
chat.
you're
Can
in the
you
group
only
chat.
list wins? Like, is
Uh,
putting somebody's record above you? Is it too much?
AJ, shut up for a second.
You know, it's just the way I have the spreadsheet set up. Shut up.
Billy's got a spreadsheet.
I use Excel.
Fully functional. Go.
Billy
Zach's
likes
at the bottom.
Billy spread eagle.
Billy spreads.
Bill, don't listen to them and just keep going.
Billy XL.
Just power through, please.
Billy spreadsheets.
He spreads like peanut butter.
He's going to leave. He's going to leave the podcast. Leave him alone.
Bobby is next with 5 wins.
Okay.
Kevin Cobb is next with 6 wins.
He's dead.
Double A's next with 10 wins. Sean and Mike O'Shea, and by Sean I mean Bags, are tied with 11 wins. Ricky, you're in second with 12, and
Made a
I'm in
charge.
first. And I'm in first with 13.
Oh, I made a charge. What about Greg? What about Big Daddy?
I thought I said Greg. Oh, I forgot about Greg. Greg has 8 wins. So he's somewhere in there.
And crabs.
And Krabs.
Oh, he's definitely got crabs.
Fair.
So I made a huge charge this week. I went 7-1 this
Mostly
week.
crabs.
Between Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, 7-1.
Hey, Rick.
And I'm going to continue that right now.
What was your loss?
Coming for the lead from this point on.
My loss, I picked the Shockers to cover against the Castaways, and they did not. So I was right there.
Yeah, but you lost.
Yeah, that and 275 gets you on the
It's
bus.
heads off the Dubs. These spreads have been very
They've been
close.
pretty
They've been
accurate.
pretty
I can't pick
goddamn
the
accurate.
games, but I can make a good spread.
Wait, no, I thought you
It's like my gambling life. I can't pick a winner, but I
And a
probably
flute
make
without holes.
Ain't a flute.
It's not a flute.
And you can't tell which way the train's going by looking at the tracks.
All right, let's get into tonight's games. It's a Friday night in Roxbury. Gorgeous day.
If my aunt had a dick, she'd be my uncle.
She'd be trans,
I'm
okay?
so glad
We're
he's here.
Not in this
politically
world.
correct.
Not in this
Also-
world we
correct
live in.
here.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Oh, my God.
So it's a beautiful Friday night in Roxbury. 2 games on the docket. The Bombers will be playing in both of them. 8 o'clock game tonight.
was that
In about
noise?
45 minutes, we had a great game on the docket. Bombers -1.5 at the Corp. AJ, since you're sitting directly to my left, I'm going to go to you for your pick for this game. Bombers -1.5 at the Corp, 8 p.m.
I'm not adding him to the spreadsheet for the record.
don't have to.
You got G.O.D. pitching at night, not on a Sunday. You don't know who the Bombers are going to bring. I'm going Corp.
Is there any surprises that we have to know about?
I don't think so.
We have no idea.
I did not hear anything. Anthony?
Bombers.
Zachary?
I'm going to have to go with the Bombers. I think they play good on Friday nights.
Gregory?
The Bombers.
Bauman?
I'll go Bombers.
Sean Bags Rudolph?
I have reason to believe the Bombers are not going to be 100% tonight. I have to go with the Corp.
He's got insider information.
Really?
This is bullshit.
I work at Erasmus. I clean up poopy.
Bobby did not make his picks yet either.
Go ahead, Bill.
I think the Bombers win, but I'm saying the Corp are covering, so I'm taking the Corp.
So you're taking a real close game.
I'm taking a close game. I'm taking a or like a 6-5 or like a 1.
I'm going to take the
I know
Corp.
how it works, AJ.
Bill, I will take the Corp to win outright at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Usually when I do that, the Bombers steamroll.
It's my brother's
And it's
team,
his
and I want him to have a
and it's
birthday
his birthday.
gift.
He used to be on my team.
I want him to have a birthday gift for his 30th
We'll fuck
birthday.
him. How about that?
Yes. 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 Yes.
I
All
don't know.
right. So then the 9:30 game, it's a Bombers double dip, and the Bombers have to tangle with the Goons. It is Bombers -11.5 at the Goons. I'm going to start with Billy this time.
Bombers.
Bags.
Bombers.
Bauman.
Goons.
That was weird.
I will not pick the Goons ever to cover, so Bombers.
You know you put them 9th in the league, you prick. Zach.
I would put them 10th.
I believe in you
The
tonight.
Bombers.
Anthony.
I think the Bombers win the first game and take it easy on you guys the second game, so I'm going Goons to cover.
Ooh.
AJ.
I think the Bombers roll us. I do not think they mercy us. I think we hang around for a little bit, and we cover. We lose by 11.
I don't think we cover. I picked the Bombers.
Oh, wow. I had to erase that. I figured you
They
would've
beat us on Fog Night pretty handily, and it's not foggy tonight, so. AJ, we never hit the ball.
But we didn't
Except
hit fly
when
balls
we
on
played
Fog
the
Night.
Phlegm.
They hit fly balls, and
That was a fluke.
we had Ross and AJ in the outfield, didn't know where the balls were.
Like genuine hits.
Yes, they mercied us.
Kyle Clifford changes
but
that game.
You never know what your balls are.
Well, he doesn't have balls. All I know he has balls. They don't work.
Snippies.
Oh, we're talking about me? Yes, fact. My balls do not work. I'm shooting blanks.
What do the Power Rangers have to do with that?
I thought that was Kim Pointy Boobs.
Okay.
What was that?
Well, if my soundboard was a little louder, you would have heard this.
You don't love me, you just love my doggy style.
It's okay, AJ. It's fine. Christina probably
that
loves
one
your
is-
doggy style.
That one is very soft. It's weird.
Although I don't know if you have the strength. Okay. So that's tonight's games, and then Sunday,
AJ's a power bottom.
4
Fact.
games on the docket for Sunday. Let's start with the 10 a.m. game on Sunday. Hold on,
The
AJ's going to
complete
chime
opposite
in.
of a power bottom. I'm a dead fish.
Spreads for Sunday.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
You made spreads for Sunday. I have them right here.
All right, I don't remember them off the top of the head. You have to say them.
Okay, so here are the spreads for Sunday. 10 a.m. game. We have the Bockers plus 3.5 at the Bush Leaguers. Anthony, I'm going to start with you on this one. Bockers plus 3.5, Bush Leaguers.
Taking the Bockers at 10 a.m. against a Bush League team that likes to go out late on Saturday nights, plus the 3.5.
Zachary,
So wait, what was it? It was Bockers what?
plus 3.5 at Bush Leaguers.
Oh, that's a tough one. I think Bush Leaguers were out the ship this week. Bush Leaguers.
Gregory,
I take the Bockers to cover.
Bush Leaguers.
Bags,
Take the Bush Leaguers.
William.
I have the Bockers.
I'm going to take the Bush Leaguers to win outright. AJ, to cover. Bush Leaguers cover. Give AJ a mic.
I'm with Zach. I think the Bush Leaguers are starting to turn their season around. I'm going Bush Leaguers.
Alex, what do you think? Bush Leaguers, Bockers plus 3.5 at Bush Leaguers.
If you're going to give me that many points, I'm taking them. I'm taking the points.
Okay. I don't know what that means. I'll be totally honest with you.
Taking the Bockers plus 3.5.
Can we get a new guy to do this?
No. No, go ahead. Go get a new guy.
Get a younger guy to do
Go get a
this.
new guy.
We got this guy's like 75 over here.
Yeah, but go get a new guy.
He's got old balls.
Chado do it.
What do you mean plus 3.5?
What does it even mean?
What are
It
points?
means you have to add 3.5 to the score.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay.
Good thing he teaches religion.
11. I don't. I teach social studies.
What was that? You couldn't even say that right. I thought AJ said that, to be honest.
Okay. 11:30 game on Sunday. By the way, the Bush Leaguers have a double dip that day. We'll get into that later, as do the Phlegm. 11:30 Sunday, Phlegm plus 14.5 at the Bombers. I'm going to start with Bags. Phlegm plus 14.5, Bombers.
Bombers cover.
Billy.
Bombers.
Bombers cover. AJ.
I was texting. Say that again.
The Phlegm get mercy, yes or no?
Who are they playing and when?
Bombers at 11:30 Sunday.
Bombers. Mercy.
Anthony.
Yeah, I gotta go Bombers.
Zachary.
I'm going to go with the Phlegm. The Bombers tend to take it easy on us when they're up a lot. So.
Yeah.
Alex.
I'm taking the points, 14.5.
I know what that means now. Greg.
I'm also taking the Phlegm, the 8th best team in the league.
Oh, my God. You are a penis amongst penises.
Nice,
Bauman.
nice shot.
Bauman's taking the Phlegm.
Phlegm, of course.
All right, we started that one with Bags, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. Great. 1 o'clock game could be the game of the week. Could be the game of the week.
Game of the day, I'd say. The game of the week's tonight.
Okay, fine. We have the Castaways plus 1.5 at the Sharks. Anthony, you had a hot take before, so I'll start with you.
Castaways win outright.
Oh, doctor.
Wait, who's playing?
Castaways plus 1.5 at the
No.
Sharks.
Castaways minus 1.5.
No.
Castaways plus 1.5.
Plus 1.5 against the
at
Sharks.
the Sharks.
That means we're getting points.
Go ahead, Zachary.
We're not favorites.
Hold on. Time out.
We got Bonfire
We
Lou
got Bonfire Lou.
Yeah, I don't know if you need an uninvited guest. You know, I just wanted to crash the party. Hey, how you doing, everyone?
We're doing great.
This is Bonfire Lou. I just wanted to say hi. Special uninvited guest, just interrupting the podcast.
Lou, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What were you thinking going home on that play last Sunday when Chris Healy tracked you down? Like you let Chris Healy outrun you.
It was actually a joint venture. It was actually half me and half him.
Exactly.
You know?
I waved him home.
Yeah. I did one of these. And he did one of these, and I said, yes, sir.
Lou was very interested.
Yes, I was very obedient. And then I saw that big brick shithouse of a guy there with the ball, and I did an about face.
He's more of a
He's
marshmallow.
not really a brick shit house. He's just like a jug of pudding.
He's like a gingerbread house.
And in defense of the Goons, that was a perfect throw, perfect catch.
AJ Kamna, by the way.
Yeah.
The whole series.
It was just my luck that everything on your guys' team worked out, where everything was thrown right and
Murphy's
caught
Law.
right, and then here I come, and then I did an about face, boom.
Like, 99 times out of 100 with Turd playing catcher, you run. He's not catching the ball.
He's not catching the ball. I know.
Anyway.
I know.
And then he turned on the Jets.
We want to thank Bonfire Lou for stopping by and crashing the party.
Well, hold on. I just want a quick story to tell. This is an awesome story, okay? And then I'll be on my way.
Well, you're here, so you might as well.
Keep going.
So, how I got involved with this whole softball playing, again this year was last year. I don't know who was here to witness it. You were here. You were heckling from the Mayors. Remember when I came off the Bozo's deck?
No one heckles at the
Do you
Mayors.
remember when I came off the Bozo's deck? So check this out. It's a Friday night.
Weren't you wearing your boots?
I was wearing this right here.
You can't see
it's
it,
Friday
but you got an
night,
outfit on.
right? It's Friday night.
Yeah.
My wife and my wife's friend are at the grocery bingo at the Catholic Club.
Oh, of course.
So I got me and my friend, who is the husband of the wife who's hanging out with my wife, in the Bozos having a couple drinks.
Do they have names?
He doesn't play softball. We go out to the deck. We're hanging out. Paul Wolf says, hey, Lou, look, they're short guys. You want to maybe run out there and go play? So I said, you don't scare me with a good time. So I put my hands up, and I yell to Frank Monahan, who's on the bench, and I say, hey, you guys look like you're short. You mind if we come down to play? Need some help? Frank goes, true Roxbury guy, come on down. We could use it,
The Phlegm was short, and Frank Monahan was still on the bench.
Got him.
Shots fired. So anyway.
Now he's going to retire again.
Yeah. So anyway, I go. So I look at Paul Wolf, who actually gave me the idea, and I go, let's go down. I go running like a probably a 7-year-old, maybe going to Toys R Us.
Yeah,
I run towards
morning.
the bench.
You're like having Namath on.
I turn around, Paul Wolf is nowhere to be found. It's just me. It's just me and no one else. I'm like, let's go, guys. They need help. Just me. So anyway, they put me on second base. They were playing the Sharks, I think.
8 guys. We had 8 guys, thanks to you.
What's that?
We had 7 before you showed up.
You were there?
I was there.
He's on your
Oh
team.
man, it was a blur that night. It was just magic. So I don't remember who exactly was there.
Second, and then we had 2 outfielders or
Yes,
something like that.
yes. It was
Something
7.
nuts.
Yeah. So then they put me in. I borrowed a glove from the other team. I think we were playing
the Sharks.
Was it the Sharks?
You said that already.
Yeah, but that was like a 80% sure Sharks. That was
I'll
like
go with
a
80.
Sharks.
I'll go with 80.
I'm trying to think if what's his name was pitching. That's how I'll know if it was the Sharks. Greg, that's it. I'm full with half information. You got to help me. Like get all this out of me. That was a lot of weekends ago. So anyway, so they put me on second base, and that team was actually aiming at me. I really feel like they were aiming at me, and a couple got past me, and some I shined on, and then they were like, "Yo, you gotta come and play with us," and I'm like, you know what?
The rest was history.
Fuck it, I'm in, and that's been it.
And now he's a phlegm.
The rest is history, you know.
Bonfire Lou.
Beautiful.
Bonfire Lou.
Yes.
The longest story in the history of the podcast.
I'm sorry.
Bonfire Lou, one more question for you.
Go ahead.
When was the last time you...
Yeah, I know. Someone had to give me the rap signal. You got to get a guy. You don't got a camera. Rap it.
All right, here it is.
Get the hook. Yeah.
Wrap it up, Lou.
Like start music.
We got
like
one.
at the end of the years.
We got one more question for you.
Sorry, go ahead.
When was the last time you had a bonfire?
Oh, good question.
Recent.
Last weekend.
Sent us a
I
picture.
shared it. I shared it.
Yo, let me tell you a quick story about my last bonfire.
Yeah. They're running out of tape over here.
How much time do you have?
I think it was actually 3 weeks ago, and
There
it's
it is.
already in my mind that tonight
Not
will be
even.
a beautiful bonfire night.
All right, so tonight you
On
heard it
that,
here
I
first.
will leave. Okay?
Bonfire tonight at Bonfire Lou's house.
Somewhere on Crabapple, somewhere over there, guys.
You'll
Enjoy
find
the
him.
rest.
Thank you, Lou.
Take care, Lou.
Thank you, Lou.
There's a giant patch of sand in front of the man.
Unexpected guest, Bonfire Lou with a phlegm, coming in hot with the long stories.
All right, so my pick for that game is.
Oh, wait, I don't even know where we were. Where were we?
We're at Castaways at Shark. Castaways
Still telling
plus 1.5,
stories, folks.
On Sunday.
Castaways plus 1.5 at Sharks.
Yeah, I said the.
I'm gonna.
Castaways
We should
win.
change his name, by the way, from
I'm going with
Bonfire Lou to
Castaways.
Short Story Lou.
I'm going with the Castaways.
Now, we've regrouped. Go, Greg. I'm sorry, go, Alex.
We're back on the Castaway Sharks.
Yeah.
Castaways plus 1.5 at Sharks.
I'm taking the Sharks. Cover big.
Go ahead, Greg.
I'm also taking the Sharks.
Go ahead, Bauman.
Plus 1.5. Castaways at Sharks.
Yes.
Take the points.
He didn't make a. He didn't guess. Bags.
He didn't.
He was still thinking bags.
I'll do Castaways. You got to charge this thing.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Bags. Now you make your pick. Sharks. William,
I'm going Castaways.
I'm going to take the Sharks to win big. Because Anthony said that
Castaways
hot
with the
take
bats.
they're gonna be the Sharks. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Like I said before, Castaways are Young Guns Part 2. I'm taking the Sharks big.
Oh, who's pitching? Mike Burns. Sharks. By the way, Mike Burns has joined us here on the podcast. He's standing in the background.
Hey,
that's why I said
that's
it.
our winning pitcher.
He has 10. He has 2 shutouts.
You mean Mikey shutouts? Mike, why don't you tell us a quick story for an hour and a half?
He just came out there and he was like, yo, I think I killed, but I made a fool of myself.
Let's get the 2:30 game and get into our good and welfare for the week.
You mean the
He's
Yuck Mouth?
homegrown.
The Yuck Mouth Bush Leaguer doubleheader, but they also play the Phlegm, who are close to the
Smells
Yuck
like he's on
Mouth.
something,
Phlegm
homegrown.
plus 8.5 at the Bush Leaguers. 2:30 the Phlegm have a Yuck Mouth doubleheader. 10 and 2:30. AJ, who do you like?
11:30
Phlegm
and 2:30.
plus 8.5
Rickles.
at the Bush Leaguers. You have an 11:30, 2:30. The Bush Leaguers have a 10 and 2:30.
Correct, Mundo.
Oh, two
Yes.
doubleheaders.
Yeah. So who do you like?
Double Yuck Mouth.
I think the Bush Leaguers go a little bit harder during their break. Do they have a break?
Yep. 10 2:30.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking the Phlegm.
Sidebar? Can we do a sidebar?
Bush Leaguers win.
Quick sidebar.
Phlegm cover.
Sidebar.
Bonfire Lou sent us a picture of a bonfire 20 days ago in our Phlegm group chat.
There you go.
20 days.
3
That's
weeks.
how long that story was. 20 days.
And I just want to remind his name should be Short Story Lou now.
He did have. He had a giant flame on his shirt.
You see that?
Louis Fables.
Honestly, I think both teams are going to be hammered.
Go ahead, Anthony.
By the 2:30 game.
Sure.
Yeah. So
Go on.
I'm going to go with the Phlegm to cover because I think both teams are going to be drunk and it's going to be a shit show.
It's going to be a party. We're getting a DJ.
Zachariah.
I hate to do it, but I'm going to go with the Bush Leaguers.
Alex? Greg, come on. Stand right here.
Can't see you, sorry.
Phlegm don't play good at 2:30.
I'm going to take the Phlegm to cover the 8.5.
Bush Leaguers going to be hopped
Not
up
sure
on
if they'll win it,
PEDs.
but they're going to cover it.
Yeah. They're going to be in it.
Gregory.
The Bush Leaguers.
Bauman.
8.5, correct?
Yes.
Phlegm.
Bags.
Bush Leaguers.
William.
Bush Leaguers.
I'll also take the Bush Leaguers.
Going to be a sloppy game.
So we'll see.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that's 2 doubleheaders. That's going to be
Will
entertaining to
Kyle
say the
be
least.
there on Sunday?
Yes.
We should get a keg.
As long as Zach doesn't hold him
Kyle's there
down.
on
That'd be
Sunday.
fun.
I like that. I like it.
If he doesn't go out with me on Saturday night, yeah,
I'm hoping to see
No, I'm talking
Zachy
about
Jules
your
at
Kyle.
second base, though.
What? Oh,
You're Kyle.
You're Kyle Leonard?
I heard
Kyle's
Kyle
perfect.
Schreiner hasn't made a Sunday yet. He parties too crazy on Saturday nights.
They played one
that
Sunday.
accurate?
He's going to make it.
Party like a rock star.
He'll be there.
I'm not sure. I think so. I'm not sure.
Phlegm Kyle. Phlegm Kyle's going to be
Phlegm
there.
Kyle.
All right, so let's get into some good and welfare. Last week, we created a little controversy on the internet by doing our top sports movies. A lot of people had something to say about it. A lot of people were upset about the baseball movies specifically, that we didn't include Rookie of the Year. We didn't include Little Big League. That's fine. I like both those movies.
I like him too.
Today, Anthony had the idea of ranking your top 5 war movies of all time. Now, let me preface this with saying this. Hold on. No, they
Negative.
didn't. Also, fuck you, Zach, for even talking about it.
Oh, I
We're
forgot to
talking about
prepare.
any type of war. It doesn't have to be a straight-up war
Except the
film.
war on drugs.
So but before we get into that, let's say this. A little good and welfare here. It is the commissioner's birthday, Alex Divendale's 30th birthday. Thanks to Big Daddy Greg, we got Fudgy the Whale in the house. Fudgy the Whale, it says, you're old as shit. So real quick on the podcast, let's give a little happy birthday to
I'm gonna
Alex
eat that whole
Divendale.
fucking tail.
On 3, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Little Alex.
Happy birthday, dear Alex. Happy birthday to you. He's 30, folks. 30 years old.
Doesn't look a day over 29.
Youngest commissioner in history.
There he is. Weren't you also the youngest mayor in history when you were elected?
When I was elected.
When he was elected.
Then Double A took it over.
Correct.
Also the worst mayor in history.
Well, the town got leveled.
Sandy proved that.
Fact.
He abandoned us in our time of need.
I'll burn your house down tomorrow.
Good.
By the way, Alex was walking the beach the day after Sandy, so shut your mouth, AJ. I was there with
And
him.
I hightailed it.
I walked the beach too. I didn't do anything.
I saw the devastation and got the hell out of here.
AJ, you always walk the beach and do nothing.
AJ's walking the beach looking for leftover food from people's houses.
Look at my physique. Do I look like I always walk the beach?
I took the belt off my neck and I got the hell out of there. What are you going to do? Bar mitzvahs.
Bar mitzvahs. So Big Daddy Greg coming through with the Fudgy the Whale cake.
Thank you, Greg. That's very nice.
It does say you're old as shit on it.
I won't eat any because I might shit my
Wonderful.
pants.
Happy 30th to our commissioner, Alex Diffendale. Now, let's get into these war movies. You know what, Anthony? It was your idea. I'll go to you first.
Didn't even make a list, but I'm going to figure
We're
it out.
going to go from number 5 to number 1. But you don't have a list, so it doesn't have to be in any particular order.
I'll go for a list.
Okay, top 5 to 1 war movies, quote-unquote war movies.
Let me go first.
All right, Zach wants to go first.
All right. Starting from the bottom.
Yeah, Drake.
Fury. The,
Okay.
Good movie.
Good movie. Brad Pitt. Shia LaBeouf. Yeah. Next. Tropic Thunder.
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right, 4.
Number
Hell
3.
yeah, baby.
The Last Samurai.
Ooh.
Nice. I like
That's a
that
Tom
movie.
Cruise vehicle, yes?
Yeah, oh yeah. Number 2. Braveheart. Number 1. Troy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. That's a bad movie.
Notable
Fucking
miss.
Achilles. Fucking
Notable
Achilles.
miss on that
Achilles
list.
is my boy.
Zach, that's a bad movie.
I love Brad Pitt.
I like the movie. Troy.
All right. Well, I mean, we want to keep going around that way. Alex, you have your top 5?
Yes, I do.
All right, so Alex Divendale, the birthday boy, is going to give us his top 5 war films from 5 to 1.
From 5 to 1.
5 to 1, please.
I don't have an order either.
Well, then just do it.
Okay, in no particular order.
Okay.
American Sniper.
Solid.
13 Hours.
Solid flick.
Saving Private Ryan. Inglourious Bastards and The Patriot.
Good. That's a solid 5.
I'm a big Patriot fan.
Me too.
I love 13 Hours. That's probably my number 1.
Gregory.
Because Hillary Clinton killed those guys.
Goddamn
she did.
Benghazi.
Goddamn
I don't want to be that guy, but that book was awesome. Book was better
now,
than the
you're,
movie.
now you're that guy. Shut up.
All right, Timmy.
I
settle
read
down.
that in a book.
My brother reads books. Go ahead, Greg.
All right, no particular order.
Meh.
Jarhead.
Meh.
I'll fuck both of you right now.
Do it.
Hold on, come back to me. I gotta fuck
Literally
that.
just pulled it
That's
up
a
on Google.
horrible
It's named the
movie.
First 5 he sees.
All right, so Jarhead, Braveheart,
You call that a dick?
American Sniper. Jaws is a good movie.
Jaws is a war against a shark.
Inglorious Bastards, and I want to say Bad Boy 2.
That's not
The war on drugs.
It's not a war
Well,
movie.
when you walked away to get the cake, Anthony said everything except the war on drugs.
I did.
Well, too bad I bought a cake.
Okay,
Miami PD versus the Cuban cartel.
fair enough.
And
Bauman,
and it was awesome.
you're not ready yet?
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, Bags, you got.
If anybody has spotted Timmy Harrison in the last couple weeks, if you could call our hotline.
No, I saw him on the road the other day.
So
he's
he's
alive.
still-
Put his face
Yeah,
on
no, he's
a
alive.
twisted tea bottle, if anyone.
Put him on a.
He's missing, but he's alive.
All right,
Best
Bags.
case scenario is a
seen
rotting
this man?
carcass in Fort Tilden.
Heard he fell off a cliff and died on impact.
Jerry Gallo's dead.
Jerry Callow.
All right, I'm going off the cuff with this one.
You're good off the cuff.
I try my best.
He doesn't even have cuffs on.
Shut up.
I'm thirsty.
All right, number 5, Pearl Harbor.
Holy shit, that's a
Very
bad
long
movie.
movie.
That's a love story. That's not a war movie.
That
God,
is a
that's
good movie. It's just very
fucking-
long.
It's just
That's
bad.
a terrible movie.
All right, everyone, shut up. Let the guy.
The
have
battle
Kate-
scene is good though.
Kate
Actual
Beckinsale
battle
is the
scene
hottest
good.
woman on the planet.
That's the good battle scene. I'll give it to you.
Number 4 is Saving Private Ryan.
Good movie.
Number 3, Braveheart.
Good movie.
Number 2, The Patriot. And I think it's no surprise to anybody. Number 1, We Were Soldiers.
Great
Lay me
Noon in the cold, cold groon, wherefore many mer have gone.
Okay. Billy, you got your top 5, pal.
West Side Story.
I'm missing one because
Romeo
I
and
First
Juliet.
sharks.
in no particular
It was
order.
a fight for love.
Hold on. Don't Billy, don't say anything. All right, now go.
In no particular order.
Please.
Inglorious Bastards. We Were Shoulders.
Shoulders.
We were shoulders.
We Were Shoulders.
We Were Shoulders.
We were Head and Shoulders.
That was a porn.
Patriot. Shaving Ryan's Private.
Shaving Ryan's
The
private.
kid is on fire. The kid is on fire.
And I need one more. What's a good war movie?
All right, he's out. That's his top 4.
Yeah, okay.
AJ, your top 5.
All right, so I got a tie for number 5.
No, we don't accept it. This is 2019. No more ties. Bump one. Bump
All right,
somebody.
so then I'm top 6. 6th is Dirty Dozen
What?
So why even say it if it's not your top 5?
because it was top 5. You told me it wasn't allowed.
That's not.
So,
All right,
let's go.
So Dirty Dozen, Inglorious Bastards at 5. I'm going Saving Private Ryan at 4. Patriot at 3. We Were Soldiers 2. Black Hawk Down. Number 1.
Hawk Down, I forgot
Black
about
Hawk
that.
Down, greatest war
Great
movie
movie.
ever.
I can't believe I'm the only one that said Tropic Thunder.
We
Come
were
on.
shoulders. Zach, I didn't go yet. Bauman, are you ready? Because I want to go last.
I gotta go too.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, you didn't go yet?
No.
I'm going to go, let's see here. I'm going to go 5, Hurt Locker. 4, Black Hawk Down.
I'm gonna go
3,
off the board a little
Braveheart. 2, Patriot. 1, Saving Private Ryan.
Fair.
What was the?
I'm gonna go off the board a little bit with my number 5. I don't know if
forget who
anyone's
was in
ever
it.
seen
No,
it.
was
It's an
the
older
one.
movie.
It was
but
one
I'm
where
gonna go
they
off the
came
board a little
back
bit.
and like they keep committing suicide like one at a time. What was that one? It's like a recent one. That was a really good one.
Thank
I
you
can't
for your
remember the name.
service.
Is that
Is
what
that
it
it?
was?
That must be it,
I
yeah.
think that's it. That was a great one.
With the guy from.
Thank you.
Okay.
What? Yeah, I'm like
Simon something?
I'm like drawing a blank on everything.
The guy. I
never saw it, but I know what
It's
you're
kind of
talking
sad.
about.
It's depressing.
Yeah,
as
it's kinda
fuck,
sad.
But it's.
Anthony, go ahead. Your top 5.
Number 5, going off the board here, Gettysburg. I don't know if anyone's ever seen it. Very good. Great movie. Very good war movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I am different. Call me 2 Chains. Number 4,
Call you Camel Toe.
Black Hawk Down. Number 3, Saving Private Ryan. Number 2, We Were Soldiers. Number 1, The Patriot.
Did you mean We Were Shoulders?
No.
We were Head and Shoulders.
Patriot is a great movie, and Mel Gibson is a badass with those axes.
Here's my top 5.
Mel Gibson, greatest actor director of all time. Fact.
Scientology. We're
Okay.
going to be winning a lot of points with them tonight.
Here is my top 5. Number 5, Inglorious Bastards.
I am Spartan.
It's a Tarantino film. Number 4, Tropic Thunder, Zachary.
My boy.
You know I got you.
Did you have that on there?
I had it on here when I got up here. I forgot about it. Came up, got it. Number 3, Full Metal Jacket.
Good movie. Very good movie.
Forgot about that one. That's a good
I like
one.
the first half. The second half kind of sucks.
What? When it actually got to the war?
Yeah, I actually like. I like the
boot camp. You like boot
The
camp.
whole first half of the movie is the best part about
I agree.
it, obviously.
Best
the
best
fuck
part of
is
the
that, Major
Southpaw through a
Malfunctor?
garden hose.
best part of the second half is when the black guy is too buku.
By the way,
I do not have that problem ever.
true or false? Is Gomer Pyle a real? Timmy Harrison a real life Gomer Pyle?
Okay. My number 2 is The Patriot. And number 1, simply because I think the opening scene is the greatest war thing that ever happened as far as film. It's Saving Private Ryan.
That's
Plus,
good.
Tom Hanks is phenomenal.
I'm surprised nobody took whatchamacallit, Forrest Gump. I'm surprised.
Yeah, but it's like
it's kind of
it's
a war
got like
movie.
war undertones,
Or-
but it's not like a
or-
war movie.
It's more
Or
like
300.
Or Good Morning
a good
Vietnam.
one.
That's a very good movie too.
I'm out on the cake, Greg. Thank you.
I've never seen
good.
I've never seen Platoon or
Greg is-
Apocalypse Now, but I heard they're good too.
Greg is
Apocalypse
handing
Now
out
is
cake right
just a
now.
fucking- Can I have a fork?
There's forks in the
Just
kitchen.
eat it with your hands. Eat it with your hands.
No, you brought a cake over.
Troy,
without a
I'm
fork.
sticking to it.
Yeah, I'm going to take you to task on that one, Zachary. I think it's a terrible movie because I hate Eric Bana.
And the guy's weakness.
Sorry, Eric Bana is
Terrible.
no, he's great in Black Hawk Down.
Nah, he's terrible. I don't like him.
Eric Bana is also in what is that recent movie?
Hulk.
No, that's Bruce.
One with
That's his
Wahlberg.
brother Bruce.
What did he finish? Dead
Lone
Last?
Soldier.
Nah,
Had
but
a good day,
he said
though.
good day.
Lone Soldier. Lone Survivor. He
Lone
was the guy.
Survivor with
He was in the
Mark Wahlberg, right?
helicopter.
That's a good movie.
When the
too.
helicopter went down. Lone Survivor. Yeah.
I'm sticking to my 5. Tropic
Me too.
Thunder's got to be up there. Love it.
Trap Thunder probably should be higher.
I'm a big Braveheart guy.
Yeah.
I didn't make my list.
I
do
bumped,
like Braveheart.
I
Big
bumped
time.
Braveheart, Zach.
time.
I
Yeah.
bumped Braveheart for Tropic Thunder.
I think Braveheart's a better historical movie.
It's just so long.
But
No
it's
one else picked
accurate.
Fury, too.
It's
Fury
more
was a
accurate
great
than a
movie.
lot of other movies.
I know. I'm not into accuracy though. It's just so fucking long.
That's what she said.
What about Zero Dark 30? That's a really good movie too that
Also
none of
a
us
good
talked
movie. I
about.
love that movie. Good movie.
Yeah, that's another one. There's so many good ones.
Well, we're not in the top 10. We're doing our own personal top 5s. Feel
Thank you,
free to
Greg.
take us to
and
task
she's so hot
on
oh my God.
Facebook. Feel free. Yes, Jessica Chastain could.
What
catch
about
it.
G.I. Jane?
Come on.
Oh, yeah, no,
throw on
great.
the floor.
Good
Give me
movie.
a new one.
How did it finish again? Dead last?
I like G.I. Jane's actually not a bad movie.
So I got to tell you, people, this has been a fun podcast.
Top Gun.
Great movie.
Oh man, all right, I'm changing it.
We could. Okay. What are you taking out?
Talk to me, Goose.
I'm taking out.
I just decided I don't care.
right.
I really have to pee. This has been a great podcast. I want to thank Bauman for coming on.
Yeah, thanks, Bauman.
I want to thank
Thanks,
AJ
guys.
for coming on. AJ, you behave yourself. You can come
Bauman,
on
you
more
guys
often.
better beat the Goons next time.
They're not gonna, but it's fine.
It's a lock.
Hot take.
22 to
It's a lot.
21. Buckle up.
It's a lock.
Mid-July.
Come on, that's got to be long.
When do we play, you guys? 10
And
a.m.
It
right?
doesn't matter.
Burns, we're beating the Sharks on Sunday.
It's an
Yeah,
early
Dad.
game, I think. Right?
I hear you're
I want
throwing the
AJ,
shutout.
Burns throws a 3-hit shutout.
I would like some
Win 6-0.
final comments
In
from
the
AJ
first
Harrison.
inning.
How does it feel to be back on the podcast? The ban has been lifted.
Fudgy.
The whale.
He's eating cake.
I don't like being censored, but if it's what I need to do to drink with my boys, I'll do it.
We love
but
having
I don't
you.
like it.
We love having you.
This soundbite for him is.
I want to play AC Deuce.
As
later.
always, I
Perfect.
want to thank Double A,
Oh, that game
Anthony
is
Alaco, Zach
dangerous.
Morano, Sean Beggs Rudolph, William Trotter, Big Daddy
Yep.
Greg, and of course, one last time to the birthday boy, 30th birthday for Alex Divendale. Hope he has a great
Happy
day.
birthday, Al.
Happy
Happy
birthday. Al.
birthday to Alex. This has been Sundays for the Men. We will see you next week. We'll get you all caught up on what happens tonight. Beautiful Friday night in Roxbury. We'll get you caught up on Sunday and Monday and Wednesday. And yeah, let's have a night, boys. This has been Sundays for the Men. Thanks for listening.
Now clean this up, Trotter.
And we love you. Thank you, Roxbury. Greatest place on earth.